Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Miss B's review once again today. Well, in this video, what I'm going to do, and what I was thinking about was we've had Shayla, since Anthony told Shayla that he loves Amber and, she's been distraught all this time. We've had her go to three different people. We haven't seen the one with Brody yet, so I don't know if I should hold off on it or not, but I kind of wanted to go ahead and delve into it a little bit and get you guys talking in the chat to find out what your opinion is on all this. We've had her go to Peori, we've had her go to Pamela, and now today we've had her go to Angelina. And my question is, what who gave her the best advice for her situation? Who do we think gave her the best advice for her situation? Because I'm thinking Pam probably gave her the best advice for her situation, as far as that it's time for her to think about who she is separate from Anthony, and that she has more to offer the world than being with Anthony, being Anthony's woman, wife, or whoever she thought she was going to be. I think that was her best advice, and telling her it's time to move on, because he's gone back to his wife and there's no coming back. I think Pam understands that. Of course, she understands it. And she also understands that the same thing may happen with Brody. And what she told Shayla, I think, was an insight into her, because she's like, she's starting now to require more of Brody than just, you stay here and whatever. She's starting to ask for more. And she's probably thinking also, as I would start to require more, he's going to go back where, in her words, she's saying that less is required. Less is not required. What it is that he doesn't need you to put all those requirements on him when he has a wife at home that is already putting all those requirements on him. So why is he out there with you? He's out there with you because he wants the peace. He wants to be able to do as he pleases. So I think Pamela is also doing a little bit of insight on herself when she's talking to Shayla, but I felt like, to me, Pamela gave her the best advice. Now, Piari's advice, of course, again, was an insight to her and how she was feeling about Anthony, and how the fact that he is being manipulative, and it's wrong and all that thing. I think that she kind of felt that way because she felt like maybe he was going to eventually choose her, and he's not choosing her right now. So I think she was coming from there, and I don't know that she's more being empathetic toward Shayla than empathetic toward herself and her own situation, because she can't get, once he goes back to Amber, she's not going to have the man either. So tell me what you think on there. And then with Angelina, of course, she's a mother, so she's not going to say something that she knows will destroy her daughter. Basically, she's already destroyed and distraught as it is, and she don't want to live. But then on the other hand, she's not going to tell her, the truth about, this is a married man. You were dealing with the married man, although you claim, you were talking about family. He's a married man and he already had a family. So the possibilities is always that that man who's married will not leave his wife. He will not leave his wife and marry you. The statistics don't say that. I don't know what they are, but they don't say that the man leaves his wife and goes with the side chick. Usually he goes back to the wife, or he goes to a different side chick. He's not going to stay with you. And I think Angelina also realized that she had played a big role in and pushing this relationship to the point and trying to give Shayla all this advice to be this good woman for Anthony and to do all these things. And Shayla wasn't capable of doing what she was asking her to do, like, help him with his business. She don't know how to help him with his business. So she wasn't able to get in that role. Shayla don't cook. She don't do anything. So all we do is see her sitting around the house playing with Kai. And being a full-time mother, that's not even enough, because her and Kai should be out doing play dates or taking him someplace to something other than just sitting in that apartment all day. But I digress. But yeah, so I think Angelina's thing is she wasn't going to give that advice to Shayla saying, hey, it's over, time for you to move on. I think she being the mother, she wants to coddle her just a little bit so that Shayla can feel a little bit better about herself. Now, when Angelina called Anthony, it struck me because I'm like, okay, so of course you were going to confront Anthony because you felt like you had this in the bag, that you had already made all the arrangements, you had already pushed him toward being with Shayla, and you thought it was a done deal, that he was going to marry her and that she was going to have that man with his money. But lo and behold, what you forgot was you had the upper hand on him before Amber found out about Shayla and Anthony. Before that, when he was trying to hide that relationship, you had the upper hand on him. So you guys were able to maneuver and do what you wanted to do with him. And he was willing because he didn't want his wife to find out. After Amber found out about them, there was no need. He didn't need your advice. He didn't need you to be all up in his business anymore. And he kind of started to resenting Shayla always going to Angelina and telling her their business, because now he didn't need that Angelina thing in his life. He didn't need her in his life. So now today when he tells her basically, you need to go focus on Brody because this ain't got nothing to do with you. And she's like, well, I jeopardized my marriage. No, you didn't. Not for Shayla, you didn't, because it wasn't a 24-hour thing for Shayla and Anthony. You jeopardized your marriage because you was trying to be I can't even get the word out, but you were just meddling, and that's how you jeopardized your marriage. Your husband told you to stay out of Shayla and Anthony's business and focus on your marriage. And here comes Anthony telling you that's what you should have done. But now this has nothing to do with you. And he kindly hung up on her. And I was so happy because it's like, yeah, now he's getting some balls about himself. Now he's like, oh, so I don't have to take this from any of you because I'm my own man. He's always been his own man, but he was scared to move. He was scared to move. And I don't know. It's like I wanted to find out from you guys, what do you think? Do you think that Anthony will keep his stance with Angelina, is like, hey, this has nothing to do with you. This is between me and Shayla. And even don't put Kai in it. It's between him and Shayla because they are the adults. They make the decisions for Kai, whatever that may be. And also, did Pam give her good advice? Like, it's time for you to move on and, start your life and figure it out what you want to do besides be with Anthony? Or, well, I'm not even going to put Piari in the picture because I don't think her advice was good at all. I think she was just sitting there. She was more in her feelings than she was thinking about Shayla. So guys, tell me what you think. Please like and subscribe the video, and I'll see you next time. Have a good day.